Greetings, YouTube. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We have returned. So, got a lot of bales to pick up. I think Fuzzy's going to go in and pick those up. I'm going to grab this tractor here and take it back over to the farm. Got alfalfa to the south here and grass up to the north. I may end up redoing this in the future. I don't know. I haven't really fully decided yet. We could always use more fields with, you know, grass or alfalfa in them, but I don't know. Been thinking about it. Be nice to have a surplus to be able to, you know, store bales and stuff and have, you know, grass and alfalfa to get us through the winter. Alright. There's our new mower. Seems to be working out pretty good. And Fuzzy's gonna park that one right here. The little mower, I'm probably gonna end up selling that. You know what? Matter of fact, I'll just sell it right now. It works great with the 4320, but I wonder how that hand keeps get. Yeah. I did not activate that. Does that automatically activate now? It sure is. It's active. I did not activate that. Huh. That's interesting. I didn't pick up anything. Why would that be? I don't know. Maybe it's by default now that it just automatically comes on. I don't know. So we will... Oh, that doesn't even need repair. I will just repaint that. And we'll sell that. Okay. If we need to use one in the future, we'll just use this HX20. Alright, and Fuzzy, the bale trailer, I have no idea where I put it. It might be over there, yeah. Might be over there by the bale shed. Yeah, there it is. It's over here with this old International plow. It wouldn't be a real farm if you didn't have an old International plow sitting around somewhere. You know, starting to rust up. Our other new plows there. So you grab those bales. Tell you what, I'm gonna start working on our combines, I think, because we've got stuff to harvest coming up real soon. We've got this field of wheat over here. It'd be nice to have some bigger combines to harvest those with. I know we're not going to get a ton back on these combines, but when you get to a larger operation, you got to have bigger combines. All right, so this is the 9600. We will sell this. So let's repair it and repaint it. I almost hate to sell it because, you know, I've got this thing sitting on my shelf. I got this thing for Christmas as a die cast back in the day. How much money do we get back? Oh, that's not bad. 64. I thought it was going to be less. Okay. And then this one probably will be less. Repair that. Repaint that. Sell it. No, it's actually more. Wow. So we got 64,000 back on the deer and 142 back on this one. 143, really. So let's sell that. By the time we sell the combines and the headers, we might be able to buy one of the new harvesters. Repair, repaint. Okay. Not bad on these headers. I'm listing these instantly online. That's how I'm able to sell them directly from the shed. And got people coming to pick them up, like, instantly. So... Okay. So that's it for that. We're going to keep the old forage harvester. We're going to keep the cotton picker. In the trailer, we'll keep... For now, we'll keep this grain cart. This holds 15,000. It would be nice to have one that holds maybe around 40. But if we go with the bigger combines, we may want one even bigger. So, yeah, we're going to need new tractors too, aren't we? If we get the new combines and get a bigger grain cart, we're going to need new tractors. So, that'll be something to look at down the road. Hey, look, there's our stuff on sale. All right. The shop was the highest bidder. And we'll keep our planters and stuff for now. All right, let's buy some new stuff. So we could go in-game. In-game stuff's, kind of expensive, and you don't have the capacities like with the X9. I do have that other one that we've used before. I think we had one on Gage, Kentucky. It is a realistic capacity one. It's this one right here. Good morning and welcome in. So yeah, we'll go with this one. I have to make some adjustments to it. All right, so you can get it in at 760 and then the 790. I think we'll go with the 790. Yeah, this is gonna be expensive. It's 745. I'm gonna have to take some loan out probably to get this. We ain't got nothing we can sell, do we? We have no silage. We'll soon, but we don't right now. We got straw bales, but straw's not going for a high price right now, so we'll not do that. What would be cheaper? Would a that deer, or would the case be cheaper? Where's the in-game case? I don't know, You put Michelin's on it, and we keep the twin wheels. Put the long pipe on there. That's going to be 742. I think the deer is going to be more. Yeah, it's already more just with the engine upgrade. $148,000 more for the engine for the S90. We might wait on this. We might go with the case first. Got the Stevie Bines still in here. I'm tempted to get those, but I'm not. I'm not gonna get those. Don't worry. Got a New Holland. I think we're trying to stay red and green on this map though. So that would mean those are both by Stevie there. We do have a 9250. It's got a capacity change on it too. So you can do 14,000 liters or 100,000 liters. We don't want to do. I kind of want to keep it, somewhat realistic. So that would be 14,000. By the time you change the engine, where's the engine at? Can you not change the engine? You can change the wheels. Window tint. Oh, maybe you can't change the engine. So that would be 14,000 capacity on that one. And then it's back to, if you're going to go case. Good morning, Scully. How's it going? Yep, doing good, doing good. I would say this one, the case, yeah. The in-game case. I'd say the S7 is probably comparable to the 9250, just capacity-wise, but yeah, this is the simplest one I think to do, and it's got a decent capacity on it. So let's take out some loan. And there's nothing on sale, right? We could really use something on sale. All right, let's go back over to this panel. We got the loan paid back to 250. And I gotta take it right back out. We actually had a pretty decent cash bit there. So I won't have to take out too much. Oh man, I thought the game froze there. It was a save. We're okay. Let's go ahead and go to 500. And we still got to get a hitter too, don't we? Yeah, let me go ahead and go to 750. Probably gonna need a grain cart too. Yeah, with the capacity of this thing being 20,000 and then the grain cart being 15,000, you'd fill it up and still have 5,000 in there. Maybe we get something in between. How about 700,000? Let's go from there. All right, back to combines. Some Michelins on there. Keep the twin wheels. Long pipe. And no plate. Okay, so that's 742. So if we go with the big grain header, it's going to be that one right there. That's 173. Transport wheels, actually it's going to be more. So MacDon, US, working lights, main color, we'll make that red. And then we'll put white on the detail there. Or maybe silver. Yeah, silver I think looks better. We'll do that. So that's 177. We have enough money for that. We'll just have to make do with one combine for right now. Till we can sell some silage. Then we'll hold off on a corn header too. Alright, so go pick that up. Take the header off there. So this is a 19.2 meter header, so it's like 62 feet. And you'll see why I like to buy this shed from ICAS. It takes the big headers. You can just pull them straight in there and drop them on the ground. Just like that. I think I'm just going to leave it attached. But in the future, we can take all our future grain headers and kind of park them right there against the wall. And yeah, good to go. We're ready for the wheat harvest. It's all up to you, Fuzzy. Did we lose Fuzzy? I think we did. Hang on, what did he say? Bale trailer is doing that weird thing again where it won't let me unload the bales. Can you give it a go for me, please? Yes. Oh yeah, you got them floating on there. That's probably what it is. Whee! Alright, you want to try it again? Usually I don't move the bales. I'll just pull into that zone right there. And on my controller, it's left bumper and then Y twice. You have to hold left bumper and do it on mine. I don't know if I can't remember if I mapped it that way. I think it comes that way though. Yeah, I don't try to move the bales off or anything. Make sure you don't bump it or anything or else they'll move. Ah, another Dr. Pepper. And I got barbecue in the fridge waiting on me for lunch. I love that barbecue. I wonder if the sun is ever going to come out. It's like, it still looks stormy outside. there's more coming. Yeah, according to this, there's more coming later. You guys ever sit and listen to these harvester silos? Sounds like people talking inside of them. I know it's probably like gears like squeaking and stuff, you know, spinning around or something maybe, but it almost sounds like the diner sound effect. Alright, so we have got barley, canola, oat, sunflower, and wheat, which none of which we can sell. Look at grain carts. We could get a J&M or the Brandt, or the Demco, which the Brandt, it holds just about 10,000 liters more than the Demco does. I like these little Demcos. They hold more. They hold twice as much as the Deere one does. But the problem with these Demcos is they don't have a cover. And I wish they had a cover. But they don't. I wish they had a cover on them. How much is that? That's 189. That's 171. What? It's more expensive for the Demco than it is the than it is for the Brandt. Well, the choice is obvious with this, since that costs that much. We just get a Brandt. We're gonna need a bigger tractor to pull this, though, aren't we? Maybe we get through July first, and then we'll worry about that. Cause I don't think any of these tractors would pull a grain cart that size. So we'll get through July and get to the point where we can harvest the wheat. That's the first thing that needs to be harvested. That's spinach right there. Yeah, we'll get to August, and then we'll decide. See if anything goes on sale between now and then. Nothing's on sale, right? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get these things started. Let's see, we got alfalfa in that one. We've got alfalfa in that one. I'll go ahead and get that cranked up. Alright, alfalfa's going. Throw some grass bales in there too. kind of miss the old barn. Although you could watch football from up here. Look at this. You could catch the whole game. Cut that tree and you can watch baseball too. So this is all empty up here. It'd be kind of nice to have a place for to store some stuff, but how would you get it in here? Maybe you could store some bales through these doors or something, maybe one at a time, or some pallets. It's too bad that thing, I think that's a bale crane right there. You can load bales with that, but I don't think there's any way to operate that. I think that's just a decoration. There's not one on this end. Yeah, the other barn from 22 was more accommodating to store stuff. Like up on the, it had like rafters where you could like store bales and pallets and stuff in it. You know what? Actually, I think we have that. Don't know what that would be under. Would it be under sheds? I think we have that old barn from 22. I think somebody put it in the mod hub. Not it, is it? Nope. Well, don't click on that. Now that's the, actually that's the barn from Riverbend up there on the north side of the map. No, I don't think that's it either. That barn was kind of unique. It had a higher, that's not it. I think that's it. No, that's not it. I think that's another one from Riverbend. Maybe it's not under sheds. Maybe it's under silos. I think the one that was in the mod hub, it had a silo on it and you could actually use the silo. One thing that they didn't enable. Yeah, there it is right there. Oh, go back, go back, go back. Yeah, that's it. That's the one from 22. So it's still got the rafters inside where you can store stuff up on them. But it's also got the silo thing attached to it. What does that hold? Oh, is it a bale shed? This must be a bale shed. It says it holds 100, or no, it says it holds 1,000 pieces. Must be another bale shed. Or, well, I guess bale barn. Kind of matches the stuff on our farm, though. Could I fit it in there? Well, you'd probably want to be able to park some stuff underneath there. Maybe do like that. Of course, you can't really park anything from that side now. Yep, there's just no room for it out here. If we build that silo over here like I was talking about earlier, this way, You could put it like back here on the back 40. Right out here. Not a bad price for it either, 45,000. We would have 3 barns on our farm though. I just wonder, is this actually like a bale shed? It says it holds 1,000 pieces. I might have to go look this up and do some research on that. Alright, so it looks like we've got all of the alfalfa bales. Guessing he's working on the grass bales up here now. While he's doing that, I'm going to grab the 5488 50 series. I'm going to go grab our solid fertilizing rig. I'm going to fertilize our alfalfa. One thing about the alfalfa, you can't roll it. Not like grass. It's kind of a relative of grass in that you can mow it and bale it, but you can't use the grass roller to fertilize it, get it ready for the next time go around. You actually have to go in. If you want it fully fertilized, you have to fertilize it. So happy that he updated the sound on this. Fantastic now. There's somebody riding by on a motorcycle. Just listen to the idle sound. That's fantastic. Fuzzy fuzzy. done. So I'm going to take this back and grab the roller, because we need to run the grass roller on the grass field. They haven't planted anything over there yet. I was really just waiting to see if they planted anything over there. I'm assuming that it might be a winter crop. Old approaches here. I think that actually might have went into the little yard there that was there before. Man, we're gonna have a lot of beans. And say if we either turn these two fields both in grass and then have an alfalfa field somewhere else, or if we make both of these alfalfa and have a grass field somewhere else, might pay off to have a second roller. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get one. Fuzzy. You got any more bales down here, or is that all of them? I'm guessing that's all of them because he didn't have a full load. Here's all of them. Okay, I'm gonna get a another grass roller just to kind of expedite this process. Get one the same size, and we've got a case IH one, so let's get a green one. With no plate. Always so many people. Oh, thread the needle, thread the needle. Main Street and First Street. Yeah, it's always important if you have a grass field, like a planted grass field, that you use a grass roller. The in-game grass roller is that one right there. It's kind of small, 5.3 meters. These are both in the mod hub. I think these are for console too. So you get this one, which gives you 12.3, and this one, which gives you 24.3. These are the original like field rollers, but these are in grass, or they have the smooth rollers on them for grass. So fantastic that they brought these out with 22, and then I guess they brought them back for 25. Definitely makes the job that much easier. That's rolled there, fertilized. It should be coming around the mountain here. It'll be coming around the mountain, rolling grass. You'll be coming around the mountain, rolling grass. Go ahead and set my lines up. Oh, I can't hire this out for one in row. But on the steer assist, you can do one in row. That doesn't make sense. Well, I may have to fire him and have him do two. Oh yeah, he's going slow. Get him down at the end here and I'll hire it out. This tractor should have the horsepower to pull this. How much did this require? 140. And this tractor is $165. So yeah, this has got plenty of horsepower to pull it. I think he's just shifting, so it's slowing him down every time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna fire you out from there. I'm gonna rehire him and have him do 2. Yeah, you can hire it 1, but you can only do. Well, that's funny. I can hire that out as 1. Or maybe the other way. It was the other way around. Yeah. The steer assist does only 2. That's the lowest you can go. So, yeah, let me hire that. See if that'll go from there. So he's going to do 2 inrows. Alright. So I will hire this guy out to do 2. Well, he'll have 2 inrows there, but we'll skip working the headlands. Okay. I actually need to bring him right in here-ish. Let him work on the east side here. I'll have to keep an eye on these guys. Sure they don't collide. They will eventually, but just make sure they don't collide while we're rolling. Alright, and they're going. So he should start coming straight south there. Yep. Alright, cool beans. Alright, while these guys are working on that, I'm going to head back over here to the farmhouse. And we're going to sleep. We're going to sleep just a couple of days to see what goes on sale. All the stuff we've sold back pretty much. Alright, let's go to July 2nd. And we'll do 7 a.m. Why not? The stars. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Alright, check the sales. Nothing as far as combines go except for what we sold back. So, you know what? I should probably start that grass on the other silo thing here, since we have grass in there to process. Alright, so we're making silage. Make sure you put your t-shirt silage shirt back on there, Fuzzy, because when we get more in there, we'll probably be selling some more. Alright, so let's sleep again. Go to the last one in July. Okay. Got a Kubota on sale. I don't think that will work for us. Alright, now we just gotta wait. Go back to these guys over here. Hopefully he'll make a left turn. Good morning, Tomcat. How's it going? This could be a problem. He's coming back my way. Maybe they won't collide? Should I just let them go and see if they collide? Should I get closer and fire this guy and back him up a bit? He didn't do that second inroad that I hired him to do either. I'm gonna let them pass. Maybe they'll pass. Maybe not. It's like a game of chicken. Oh yeah, looks like there's a little bit of space there. Maybe. Hopefully. Ugh, nope, they decided to stop. They do not like to live dangerously. Wonder if it's one of those situations where you would have to go out of the field and attach the thing and reattach it and then have him come back and do 2 inrows. He was in the field when I changed that. Show me while he's actively hired. Well, it's just that one last row, so I could take the deer and finish it out real quick with the steering assist. That's probably what I'll do. This guy is either going to have plantar fasciitis or really bad knees and hips because he keeps speeding up. He's kicking his leg up now. Speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. Let's see what he does. You gonna go and hit that last? Oh, he might. Or he might try to do it a little bit at a time. Yeah, he's gonna try to do that a little bit at a time. And actually, he's going to try to do the original lines in the middle. So let's fold him up. You're done, sir. You're done. Okay, back to the deer. Fire you from there. Back up here. And I can work my way down south. Gaming Zone PS5 PC. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in. I need to start over here. Lines up. 2, 0, lines on. Go. Cool beans. All right. This field and the alfalfa field should be ready to go. Double check them here. Yep, fully fertilized, all set, ready to go. All we got to do is wait until they're ready to cut again in October. All right, cool beans. Right, leave those there for right now. Head back over to the house and we will sleep. We'll go into August and see about harvesting this wheat down here. Double check the sales, nothing great. Nope. I think I'm gonna get just a J&M cart. I think we can use our tractors with a J&M. Because we can use those down the road. Then later we can get a Brent. Alright, let's check the sales. Ooh, look what's on sale though. That is a Case AH. It's the small frame though. It's a small world after all. Is there a large frame? Small frame. Large frame. There is a large frame. I don't know if I want a small frame one. I know, right? I know the ones, the constructibles that you can build, you can go in those farmhouses. I think we'll pass that tractor up. Alright, is the wheat ready? That's the question. The wheat is ready. So, tell you what, let me get the J&M cart. Gotta get out of here. Do I have enough money for that in the bank? Probably not. I'm gonna say probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take us to 750. That should be enough for that cart. 93. Oh, it's not. Wow, that's 95. What about this other J&M down here? That one's 73. What's the capacity on that one? Plus, we can put the America stripes on it. Keep the Michelins. If you change the wheel setup, that changes. That actually does not change the capacity. I think on the other one it does. Let's see. What is that? Hitch type. Oh, you can change where it sits. Or do a ball hitch. Go with that. Oh, that must be on the back. Yeah, we just put it in the center. Decals. So you can change that up. I like the America one. Cover, we definitely want to cover. Grain capacity. So this is where you can change it without having to change the wheels, right? Might as well do 41.1. That price is getting up there. Main color, we'll go with the case red since we have a case combine. Rim color, we'll do silver. Is that it? Cool, no license plate. So, we're going to have, like, not a lot of money to our name. Alright, we're going to need the big case tractor for that. Yeah, we literally have like a few $100s to our name. Do we have any silage that we can sell? We do. Fuzzy, do you still have your t-shirt on? We need to sell some silage. Is it actually a decent price right now? Hopefully it is. I'm already on it. 221, 221. Yeah, we'll take it to the animal dealer. Do you want to take that truck, Fuzzy, or you want to take this other one? This other one holds more capacity. You want to take this other trailer? It holds twice the capacity as this one. If you want to swap the trucks out, that's fine. But that trailer, this is a bulk load trailer. Got taller walls on it, and it holds double what that one holds. All right, let me get the combine out of here. Actually, you know what? Let me find that tractor. Where do we do with that? There it is. It's on the ox bow. Go and harvest some wheat. And for a snack, we'll have some wheat thins. And we'll have some pie with some Cool Whip. You gotta put the in there. Otherwise, you're just saying it wrong. Now this tractor should pull this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got it. It's opening the cover because I drove by the solid fert there. Down here. Now this thing, you have to, if you try to put your pipe out, it won't go out. If I remember right, you have to unfold this. So you do that number right there. And now you can put the pipe out. I guess that's mainly for like parking it. So it kind of gets it, tucks it down out of the way. Beans are looking good. We're gonna have a lot of soybeans. That's a good thing. And then if they decide to not plant potatoes over here again, that will be our cotton field out there. Where to put this? There's a ditch out front. I bet the approach is up that road. Yeah, let me turn around. Bet it's up here. Yep. So I will park this over here out of the way for the time being. And I'll go get the combine. Does that actually go up right there? It does go up a little bit, doesn't it? I need to smooth that out a little bit. I think that's because this was originally field here. Alright, lights on. So at 221 with that trailer, we can make $106,000 for every 2 loads. Yeah, sell it. Go ahead and sell it. Sell it all. We can make room for the new silage that'll be going in there. I think we're still processing alfalfa and grass on both of them. Yeah, I got a little bit of alfalfa left. There's still a little bit of grass. They're literally the opposite. So there's that one, there's a little bit of alfalfa and more grass. This one, there's a little bit of grass and a lot more alfalfa. So we'll just let them keep running. Whatever we got that we can put in there, we'll just go ahead and put in there. Should have a lot of chaff coming soon. Which is why I want to buy another chopper, another forage harvester, and then we'll have another trailer with that. Alright, I think I'm going to have to detach this on the side of the road here and then connect to it and back in there and line up. Alright, let's unfold the combine. And I need to adjust the Header. Then I need to make sure that this is harder to see. I need to make sure I'm dropping the straw. I think that means I'm dropping straw. With that open. Alright, let's set up some lines here. Do these manually. Yep. Alright, we're cutting wheat. This calls for a celebration. It's orange soda time. What is my favorite orange soda? Well, I drink the zeros now, and my favorite would have to be Crush, but I can't find the Crush zeros anymore, so I buy what's available. And the next best one I'm drinking is the Sunkissed. So all my local places, grocery stores, well, even Walmart, they used to carry the orange soda Crush Zero, but now I can't find them. I don't know if they quit making them or if they just don't sell them near me anymore. I don't know. But yeah, Crush is I think the best one. Whoa, the wind just started blowing big time here. And I got full. Trying to grab that tractor. Can't go that way. You gotta go around. Like the Fanta. I've had Fanta before. Oh boy, this field is really close to the edge, isn't it? Yee. I think I need to check my weather radar too. It sounds like it's about to come a hurricane outside. Oh yeah, there is a little more weather coming. Yep, if you guys hear some thunder, definitely a possibility. Hoping I don't fill up before I get to the end of this pass, because I am right up against the woods. Yay! I think I want to come along that edge and do a little grassing in over there. Here, and I'm gonna need the other truck. I think I called this an international truck earlier. This is actually a Mack. Fold. Where are you going, bro? You gonna start at the other end of the field, maybe? Okay, either he or I am loster in last year's Easter eggs, because he just come across the field this way, harvested a little bit. Now he's like making a beeline northwest. That's all the silage? Okay. You want to come run this combine? Because he don't know what he's doing. He's... I'll have to fire him out. And either run the combine or run the tipper. Which one would you rather do? It doesn't matter to me. I'm guessing he wants to start on that other side. Alright, I'm just going to fire him. Kind of hoping he would just follow the original steering assist lines, but he didn't. Got that set to 0. So there's the steering assist lines. He did not follow them at all. Like the grain card, okay. I'm just gonna leave my pipe out anytime I'm not in the crop, because this wheat, it's high yield, fully fertilized, no weeds. I think it's got a 97% on it, so. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna get turned around here and then we are gonna go raid John over here. It is that time. Around here. We'll finish out this wheat field. We'll come back tomorrow morning. And we'll be into something, that's for sure. Probably buying some more equipment, going more and more into debt. So, alright. So, make sure you're here, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll see you in the next one, everybody on YouTube as well. Until then, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grand Arcade. We'll see y'all later. Alright, you guys here on Twitch, stand by. And we will start this raid. Count it down with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.